Is cancer caused by past karma? The answer is no. Cancer is usually caused by some kind of genetic disorder inside the cell. Suppose you scratched or cut yourself, your body heals. The way you recover is that some cells multiply themselves to form new cells, and at the same time, the old cells that have died due to injury are absorbed by the body and disappear. When I was young, I grew up. You have grown up again. This means that some cells in your body knew that they were multiplying so that you could grow more cells. Eventually, they became big enough and stopped growing. How do cells know when to copy themselves and when not to multiply? This is a very complicated process. You have many genes that control when cells divide and when they don't divide. Sometimes errors in genes occur inside the cell. Most of the time either it doesn't matter, not every gene is important for every cell, the genetic error is fixed, the cell dies. Or your immune system detects that something is wrong and kills the cell. The cell, due to a genetic error, rarely repeats itself and nothing stops it. The problem is that both copies have the same genetic error, the error was also copied. This continues in some cases. This reaches the point that it is unsustainable, for example, due to lack of blood flow, and everything dies. Sometimes this is sustainable and the growth becomes bigger and bigger. We call this cancer. This does not happen because of something you did in your past life, this happens because of a genetic error. None of us will live forever, we all have a better history before. We all have an expired date that we weren't supposed to live forever. The longer you live, the more likely you will eventually get cancer. This is not a death sentence, it's not a punishment. Death is just karma's way of saying that it's time to move on.